There we go. We are live. Software. Come on. There we go. That's terrible. But we're live nonetheless. We're how it works. They still don't know what they're doing with Instagram. They really don't. Not Instagram. I'm saying StreamYard doesn't know how to work with Instagram. It's like they have this new feature where you can cut videos and make them into shorts. But all it does is take whatever image you have on the screen, put it in the middle of it, and then make the other part blurry, which is not how it works at all. I think this is even picking up, which there's nowhere to turn this down. So there we go. Let's see. Let me know if you guys are hearing this and if it sounds okay, because I might have had some background noise or an echo, excuse me. So I apologize for that.
If I go on Instagram, we'll be on there right now.
We're on there right now. No, not right there, but we're here right now.
Why is this a picture of an old lady? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's weird.
Oh no, it looks good.
That's Facebook.
That's Facebook. Well, then what are you talking about? Picture of an old lady. Oh, that's nice.
I don't see that we're live on Instagram.
Oh, we are live on Instagram. We are so live on Instagram. Maddie Diamante, I think. Thank you for watching. Of course, it doesn't show me that we're live, even though I'm on a different account.
Yeah, I know. Me neither. That's odd. Oh,
Charlie says we sound good. Thank you so much, brother. So trying something new. So if you have Instagram or if you're watching on Instagram right now, we are over there. So very happy about that.
It's blurry.
Let's see.
I don't know if I like that.
No, it looks good on my end.
Okay, there we go.
We look good. Well, figuratively. Maddie May. Oh, what's up, Maddie May? How you doing?
Okay, I know who she is. She's one of the Babe of the Week models.
Very cool.
Yeah,
okay, awesome.
Yeah, okay.
We're only going live on here because now we can finally do that, which is unbelievably nice. It's been a whole rigmarole because the software we use didn't always allow that, but now we do. So I'm just gonna count it as a win, and I am going to go over to Facebook though and watch it there as I usually do.
We got Charlie up on YouTube right now.
On YouTube, yep.
Okay, so the picture looks good. That's nice. All right.
Looks better.
So that's just one more avenue that we can use. Yeah, that's all right.
Although,
okay.
I think I have to go over here to see comments and whatnot. Which I'm not even getting comments on there. So hopefully you can see them on your end. But nonetheless, guys, good to hear from all of you. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday. I'm going to go ahead and light my cigar now. 1 week from Christmas, basically.
Oh, really?
Monday. Monday's a week from Christmas.
Holy crap.
I'm not happy about that.
I'm not ready whatsoever.
Not ready, yeah. That is a big L in my book. But Christmas should be fun either way. What is everybody asking Santa for this year? I don't know, maybe some really good movies, because there's been some really good movies coming out lately.
Really shitty movies coming out lately too, though. That's the only problem.
I know how much you love the Marvels and you really want to watch Wish or whatever it's called. We'll get to those sooner or later.
I don't mind Wish. I would not mind Wish.
It looks dumb to me.
It may look dumb, but at least it's a new movie. It's not something they're just doing over and over again.
What are you talking about? It's the most generic plot line ever.
I don't think so.
Oh, the king's not good, even though people think he's good.
A powerful woman and a talking animal save the day.
I've heard this maybe 9, 10.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
20 times before I was 10. I think that's the basic number right there. But it doesn't matter, because if people enjoy it, who cares? Watch the damn movie.
Yeah. Well, there's nowhere to share it on here, huh?
Not really. You can tag other people, though, if you'd like. I will say, if you would do us that favor and tag somebody. Hey, Richard, how you doing, brother? Tag someone who you think should enjoy a cigar with you today or the very next time they get a chance. And we are smoking from Pariah Cigars, the Hecho and Las Calles. So you have the same one? Both having that in the Robusto, I believe. Yeah, that's the Robusto right there. Boom. There it is, guys. That is our Habano blend, the Dominican binder, Dominican, African Cameroon, and U.S. Pennsylvania Ligero fillers, 3 countries, all the flavors, all the deliciousness in one. Cannot be happier about this. All I Want for Christmas is a big booty hoe. Oh my god, I want to watch. Damn it, what was the movie? Friday After Next. That was incredible. I thought it was hilarious.
I haven't seen the full thing.
You gotta watch. It's good.
I've seen
It's
Friday,
good.
obviously, and next Friday, but not Friday After Next.
It's hard to say which one's my favorite. I think the third one's not the strongest. Probably like the third, but that's not saying it's bad. That's just saying the other two are, I think, are hilarious.
Honestly, I think next Friday is my favorite.
Maybe I think Little Baby Joker
Yeah.
kind of pulls it out
Yeah.
there, and the fact they tie in the characters from the first, it did really good. So I don't know. What are your guys' Christmas movies that aren't, traditional Christmas movies? Friday After Next is a great one. Because they have Santa robbing people in the hood. Wonderful stuff. Obviously, you talk Gremlins. You can talk Die Hard all you want. Iron Man 3, which is probably the weakest of the Iron Man movies, but it was still a Christmas movie. Bitch, no Christmas. I don't think there's any. No. Christmas Vacation had a lot of cigars in it. Every couple seconds, uncle had a cigar. I don't know if I want a cigar while I'm cleaning a what do you call those? Where you empty your tank, your waste tank? Septic tank. Thank you. I could not think of that word for the life of me. I don't think I'd want a cigar while I'm doing that. I don't think smoke and poo smell is my jam.
Maybe we'll cover it up. Maybe.
Oh, this is really grim, but I guess I could go into it real quick about that. There was a case called the man with the candy, the Dean Coral serial killer in Texas, and he dug into one of his storage units, dirt bottom, so you put your RV and stuff in them. And he buried a bunch of bodies in there, and to get them out, they made a bunch of guys in the drunk tank do it, and it was like middle of July in Texas. So it's super hot. So they're like,
everything smells wonderful.
Everyone's smoking nonstop just to try to hide any kind of smell they could, just anything in their nose. Cigarettes, obviously, but
yeah,
that's a rough one right there.
That is very, very interesting.
Interesting and horrible all at the same time. What is everyone up to though today? What are we smoking? What are we doing? What are we feeling, guys? I know there's also fights tonight. I think the UFC's got a pretty stacked card. I don't know for hand. I haven't followed any fighters in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually kept up with that.
Nothing wrong with anybody. Like, there's not like lack of talent. It's just I haven't had a chance. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Get this. Take another sip real quick. A little coffee never hurt.
I'm gonna do some quick sharing.
There we go. Okay. So while he shared, I'm just gonna go into a couple of things that we're gonna talk about tonight, guys. There are 2 movies in one series that have come out not too far apart, and it's wonderful. I think I've enjoyed everything that I've gotten to see so far. But Frankie, on the other hand, over here, has seen all of it. Yes, we will be discussing.
Yep.
So I think we can start with one that I don't think you cared for as much as I did, but I think we could start with Godzilla -1, go into maybe a little break for Miguel, go Reacher season 2, which if you haven't seen season 1, catch up, guys. It is phenomenal. Great stuff. Think they did a really good job with it. I know Cruise was a Reacher for a movie, but I think the series is where it's at this time. And I usually don't say that. I prefer watching movies versus series, but even Tom Cruise, I don't think is enough of a selling point to where I would pick the movie over the series.
Really?
Yeah. But anyway, we'll go into that because there's only 3 episodes or 4 episodes. 3 episodes out right now, which I will catch up. I promise. By the time the next one comes out, I will have 4 under my belt at that time. Also, after that, there is a movie that came out on the 8th on Netflix. If you guys want to watch this, it's called Leave the World Behind, and started out wonderfully. And I think we could both agree when you're ready to talk about it that didn't end great.
No.
I thought it was funny, but it was not what I was looking for this kind of movie. Eduardo, how you doing, brother? Are you watching the UFC fights tonight? I don't know if anyone is. Let me know. Let me know if you're watching those fights. We got to do like that one kid. I believe he was watching. I think he was watching UFC or a boxing match. It was a pay-per-view for sure. What he did was he turned on his live, just like we're doing right now. But instead of just going live, he put video game,
Mm-hmm.
so he could stream video games. Twitch does it. They do it on Facebook all
Yeah.
the time. No, everyone does it. Totally normal thing. So he just puts his headset on, puts a controller in hand, and just says he's playing. I think it was UFC something, UFC Fight Night, whatever it's called, number 12 or whatever
Mm-hmm.
at this point. Does that, pretends he's playing the game. Boom, they don't catch him. I thought that was
That's pretty
hilarious.
genius.
Yeah,
It's a pretty smart move. So as far what movie started with?
I forget we start with -1.
Okay. As far as Godzilla -1 goes, I thought overall it was a pretty strong movie. It's not my
Well,
favorite Godzilla movie, any way, shape, or form, but I thought it was good. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that didn't see it, but what I thought the -1 meant was actually not what it meant. I got the title wrong.
I just went off of what the internet says.
Mm,
So there's might be hidden meanings in there. Maybe it is the beginning of a new Godzilla series. That's perfect timing.
yeah, it was.
I really don't know, but I'm with you on that though. Not my favorite Godzilla movie by any means.
No.
I very much enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the plot. It really does feel a lot like the original because if you follow the timeline, they did plan all of this like almost right after the testing at Bikini Atoll. Um, there was the release of everything that happened in Japan
Mm-hmm.
after the 2 bombs dropped. That's when about a couple years after that is when they actually have full disclosure in Japan.
Ah.
So that's when the Japanese learned about everything that was happening, and they're like, "What? We can't keep testing this in the water or
Yeah.
near us. We shouldn't be doing this at all." So there's a big movement in Japan. There was a big movement here, obviously,
Right.
because we knew what was happening. Then the next one kind of sparked, leading into a filmmaker, the guy who made Godzilla, trying to demonstrate what kind of raw power that we're dealing with, and that there's no way to control it. And he put it into a form that would be commercially viable, still being a giant lizard that comes out of the ocean. And you pissed it off, so now it's gonna start shooting fire breath at people.
I wonder how you landed on a lizard.
The reptilian part of your brain, that's where it comes from.
Yeah, but they don't live underwater though.
No, but he doesn't. Technically, Godzilla doesn't either. There's another ecosystem that we destroyed because we tested the bombs. That's where it comes from.
Mm.
It's a Godzilla layer with other Godzillas.
So like the King Kong world.
similar, but less giant monkeys at the time. I think they're the giant monkeys come with. Curious George, Mighty Joe Young, I think it was called.
Rampage.
What was his name?
I forget.
Clifford, although that's the giant dog. Marmaduke, which I believe is also large, but
That's just a normal size Great Dane.
Oh, Marmaduke's awesome though. He would still fit in.
Anyways,
no problem.
I will say the one thing that super irritated me during the movie was at the end where he gets into a specialized fighter plane to distract Godzilla. It irritated the shit out of me. It looked like it was flying backwards. The design of the plane.
You could not get off of that.
It was irritating the shit out of me when it was flying. I was like, that thing looked like it's flying backwards. Because you have the propeller, 2 wings. It kind of goes into a cone shape, and then it has the smaller 2 fins on the back. This one was completely backwards. So it irritated the shit out of me.
Will you keep up on Instagram for me?
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. The comments aren't popping up when I check on the other thing. So if you guys are watching over there, please let me know. Sorry about that. But I agree with you. It looked backwards, but they were just trying to make it fancier, if that makes sense.
Fancy or not, it looked like it was flying backwards. And watching and processing how I think planes should work in my mind. Yeah.
Yes, you're not wrong. It doesn't make any sense, but still fun. He fought the giant lizard, and he kind of won. Question mark at the end of it. Spoilers ahead right there, because obviously it's a pretty solid formula. Godzilla gets pissed off, he attacks Tokyo or New York or another large city and or giant ships. It's not it's one of those, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
And I think they did a good job of not trying to fix it.
And I think they did a really good job by starting with the action right away. They didn't wait and then show them like halfway through the movie, kind of a thing. Like, oh, we found this creature, we're following it, blah blah blah. But they started off with action right away, within
Yeah.
the first few minutes, which I really liked. I thought it was a solid movie.
Yeah, the acting was pretty dang good. I would like to see more from the main dude. I think he's pretty good.
I will say I am disappointed in the youth of the United States, though. I saw this without you first,
Oh, that's right. Okay, there
and
we
I
go.
was sitting in the theater, and the only seats I could get were second to last row at the very top, which I hate. I don't like being that high up there. Just like the screen looks weird. I like to be in the middle of the theater, in the middle of the aisle. Don't know why. That's what I like.
Fair.
So I was already out of my comfort zone, and I'm sitting here, and there's all these kids behind me. And I had previously seen them in line, and some of them tried to sneak in. Some of them were like, "Oh, we don't have enough money," blah blah blah. So it was just normal kid stuff. But once the movie starts, they were all talking on their phones and shit. And then
Mm.
about 5 seconds in the movie, like, "Oh, why is this whole thing in Chinese?" I'm like, "Oh
Oh,
God,
buddy.
no, 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 no."
That's the entire time. We're fighting for the glory of Japan.
Yeah,
Japan can't stand if we don't fight for it. Oh, you're gonna return to Japan now? Why is it in Chinese?
yeah.
That's the question. Oh,
It's like, "Oh man, there's all these Chinese people in this movie." I'm like, "Wow, okay, that's awesome."
I maybe some of the extras. Maybe
I don't know.
I fully believe that Chinese actors can play extras if they want in a Japanese movie. Maybe not main character. I wouldn't have myself play I don't know, a samurai. I definitely wouldn't have Matt Damon do something about the Great Wall. That would never work. I don't think they'd ever make that movie ever. Oh wait, they did.
What did Archie ask? I didn't.
Archie, hey, how you doing, brother? He's saying who's winning, Lions or Broncos? I have to firmly bet against the Broncos because my sister's a fan. So Lions all the way.
I would like the Lions to win, but I firmly believe the Broncos are going to win, and I'd like to see the Broncos edge out the Kansas City Chiefs for first place in their division
Oh,
because they're only
damn,
one game behind right now.
damn. What would I rather have happen?
Yeah, it's tough.
Valerie lose or no? I'd rather Mahomes lose. I'd rather see him stand.
There you go.
You know what's even? Do you remember the beginning of like I think we even started on MySpace where there was more salacious titles to celebrities. Even before that, National Enquirer, People Magazine, like I can't believe he was caught with this person, or oh whoever end of their rope. You know those really salacious titles.
Yeah.
That like it's clickbait.
Yeah.
Clickbait from day one in magazines. They had to buy a physical copy. Now you just click on it and they get ad revenue. They're getting so lazy. Like I saw one where it's what was it? Matt Rife, why the internet be hating and why can't he be happy? Or something like that.
Wow.
And um for real, what's her name? Mahone. What's his wife's name or
I
girlfriend?
don't know.
But you know what I'm talking about, the one who sprayed everyone with champagne.
Yeah.
And not really cool, not cool. But whatever Mahone, seriously shady AF was the title of the article.
That's a fantastic article. Sounds like.
We're not doing good, guys. Like
Mhm.
I think I titled this episode "The Bakersfield Gentleman -1." So I thought it'd be a good play on word. Maybe it needs to be the world -1, and we need like a little restart. I'm not saying
Yeah.
everything's bad. There's some awesome stuff happening. I mean, it's pretty cool self-driving cars. I'm down with what do you call it? Advances in AI. I don't think it's the end of the world kind of thing. We're doing good as well as real bad, but we need to like read books again.
Mhm.
Maybe that would help. Maybe calling the pot calling the kettle black here, but learn an instrument or something exercise your brain because I don't know any instruments. Maybe that's something I could fix.
Mhm.
You know, everyone can do a little something for self improvement. I'm not saying we need to all turn into Andrew Tate or who's the other one out there now. There's this like Texas guy who annoys the hell out of me actually, but it's always that hustle culture thing.
Mhm.
Maybe not that far, but maybe just learn to know the difference between Japanese and Chinese.
Yeah.
It hurts my head. Archie, everything is or was made in China. Idea how was Godzilla created? Made by China, maybe.
Oh, now you're thinking.
now you're onto something. This
You know what? I think if you freeze the movie at a certain point where he's walking,
Oh, he's the
he's
bottom.
on the bottom of his foot. Instead of saying Andy, it says made in China.
Made in China. Oh my gosh. If it did say Andy, that would be incredible. And it's all the entire movie is just Andy playing with his toys when he was a kid.
It's
I
all,
would watch that movie.
yeah, like that's like that Twilight Zone. Guy stuck in the girls' playground, girls' playhouse, and all that.
Oh, I was thinking of the one where the boy controls the whole town and sends everyone to the corner.
Oh hell no! I won't go into that one.
That one's
That one's
terrifying.
creepy. That one is super creepy.
I think Archie just came up with an amazing series though. It's a kid or different kids and they're playing with their toys, and then we see from their point of view where it's like either hyper realistic or like comic book drawing or something, almost like this might not be for everybody, but Bob's Burger when they did the fan made art episode.
That was a good episode.
I thought that was really well done. Carl, Marty, Brian, how you guys doing? Again, we are smoking Pariah cigars tonight. Hecho en Las Calles. That is going to be the Habano blend. Absolutely phenomenal stuff, guys. If you would like to get a hold of them, just get a hold of us. Still time for Christmas. They are pretty dang delicious, and I think it would be a good way to start your day.
Yeah.
Got some coffee here. They are good medium to creeping up on full. So just keep that in mind, though. If you are going to smoke them early in the morning, maybe you'd rather have breakfast first or a little extra creamer in that coffee. Sugar is a great way to fight those nicotine sweats.
Hey, Cam, how you doing? Cam, I gave your dad a couple of those cigars that you were asking me about. I told him I didn't know which blend you wanted to try, so I gave him one of each. Because you weren't here Tuesday when I saw him. So let me know if you got it, because he said you guys were gonna go golfing Saturday, and he said that you guys smoke them then. Just want to make sure you got it. I'm gonna make sure you didn't smoke both of them.
Fellow bar patron give you a brick house. In return, gave him one of the volume ones. Very nice. I appreciate you sharing the love like that, brother. And especially a volume one, because I have one pack of volume one left now, and I had a couple of singles, just a pack that was open, and those are gone now too. So I believe I'm down to one last volume one pack myself. I think you might have a couple too, right? Maybe
a few,
maybe in there. Either way, respect. Excellent move right there. That's one of the things too. Have you ever thought about how you give cigars away? Because I'm in my mind, I want to be generous, but I don't want to give my best stuff away. But if it's someone like I know what they're gonna appreciate,
that'll depend. Because when I go golfing, the one time I went golfing, I mean,
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I did take high end cigars. I took the Wonderlust. I took Atabey. I took the high end Padrones, high end Fuente.
Some good.
I took good cigars because I know the people I was going with are all cigar smokers. Most they're members of the club, so I know they smoke cigars. But like when we go to Dallas, and we take cigars, I'm not gonna lie, it's usually lower end, budget friendly cigars.
Yeah, still good, but price.
Yeah, it's something that I would still smoke, but more price friendly, so I can get more. Because I know people that they'll maybe take a few puffs, put it down. The next night they'll do another one, take a few puffs, put it down. I'm not gonna get mad at it because it's an inexpensive cigar.
We're just having a party,
and I'll take a second case of higher end stuff. Like I had a few Opus, I had some bar stuff, had an Atabey, that I'll smoke.
Those are the ones that we can share with Richard because we know he can appreciate it. Or Gypsy might take a couple puffs off it. Or oh gosh, what's our buddy's name that works for oh my gosh. Remember we met him there before? We met him through cigars. Him and his daughter. But his daughter, you know what I'm talking about.
He hasn't been there.
But
he's Brandon. He works for McAuliffe.
Gosh dang it, that was gonna kill me. Thank you.
Yeah.
But if he was there, like we could give him something that not to be rude to new guys, but just you have certain ones for new guys. It's the guest bindle.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Did you guys watch the Republican presidential debate? What do you guys think of Vivek? That guy is. I don't think he's gonna beat out Trump if he gets the nomination.
None of them will. None of them will.
I love that guy though.
The only problem with that guy is he wants to get rid of what is that? Anchor baby birthright citizenship.
Kind of rough.
No, if he did that, he'd have to deport himself. His father's not a citizen. His mother became a citizen after he was born. So you gotta
Oh.
lead by example, bro. You know, I will.
Well, I wouldn't kick anyone out now. I would have a rule like, okay, in 5 years, that's when we
Yeah,
kick it in. That's how usually it works.
it's just funny. Like by his own rule, he'd have to kick himself out.
I get what he's saying though.
Yeah,
But I don't agree. I think if you were lucky enough to be born on U.S. soil, you are an American. All right. But none of this embassy stuff. Okay, if it's the American embassy in Cuba, nah, forget
hold on,
that.
hold on. What if
Get
like,
out of here.
what if you're in France? You're like, oh crap, my baby's gonna be born in France. Better get
It's
to
your
the
fault.
embassy.
You should have been in the greatest country in the world then.
Shit.
Why would you do that? That's you're in Canada. You better run across that border. All right. Anyway, no, Vivek, his arguments and the way he delivered them, although harsh sometimes, was unbelievably persuasive. And I do not remember her name. I apologize, but I mean, her and Chris Christie don't need to be on there anyway. They're just
Oh jeez,
they're just
I
taking up
forgot her
space.
name. Oh my
You know
god.
what I'm talking about. Help us out, Archie, if you can. Either way, made them look like fools.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're on that stage at that level, you can't be looking foolish.
Yeah.
It's the reason why the Libertarian Party will never get more than 2% of the vote because we always look foolish. Okay, we're always putting in someone like the dude who wore a shoe on his head for a while because it was funny, or Gary Johnson, who I thought was a very smart man,
Too high all the time.
but he doesn't have the right mindset to be a president. You can't fully delve into what you want and do a job like that.
Yeah.
Like you can't be Bush and spend all your time on the ranch, which is why I think a lot of people have some problems with it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be Obama and be golfing nonstop.
I think Trump golfed more than he did though.
Trump did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's just put it out there. There's other stuff he shouldn't have done as president, but did it anyway, and he did it with gusto. So
yeah, that's true.
I'm not against that.
Nikki Haley, thank
Haley,
you.
gosh dang it, thank you.
knew it.
I like that.
I was about to say somebody else's name, but I'm very off. And enough politics off that. So over to Reacher.
This is all you.
Reacher has set out its beginning of its second season with its first 3 episodes, and this one revolves around people coming after the 110th, which is their special investigators unit. Starts out with you see a guy falling from a helicopter, and he had some branches on the way down. He falls, see him like zooms in up on his face, he's all messed up and stuff, and Reacher gets he goes to a new town, obviously gets some new clothes and whatnot,
Yep.
as he does, and he sees this lady in ATM. She's like crying, and she's like looks back, she's like, "Oh, got to get more money out. It'll be a second." He sees she's beaten up.
Uh-oh.
So he talks to her. He's like, "Hey, are you okay?" She's like, "No." He's like, "Have you been carjacked?" She's like, "Yeah." "That's your car?" She's like, "Yeah." "But my kid's in there." She's like, "Okay, I'll be right back." Goes beat the crap out of the guy, and then gets a receipt from his ATM because after he goes back to ATM, and he notices there's weird one. I forget the number. Excuse me. I got the guy sneeze.
Bless you. You're just milking it now.
And so he sees a strange number, so he knows it's what's her name, his buddy.
Oh, from the first
From
one.
the first one, yeah.
Yep.
I forget her name. Neely.
Okay.
And so he gets a hold of her, and she says, "Hey, this guy France, which was one of their guys in their unit, someone murdered him." And so he goes, and they meet up, and then they start looking for clues and stuff, and that's what it is. Because I mean, obviously, you can watch the first 3 episodes. Come to find out, 2 others of the unit are dead, and one is possibly dead. But when they were searching, they're getting a lead. They found that he worked at the company that they think is behind it all.
Oh, so he might be the contact.
He might have been a contact. You don't know yet, or he might be dead. But they're thinking he's dead because he left his dog, and his dog dehydrated and died. He's like, no, he would never do that to his dog.
Wow.
So
wow.
It gets pretty intense, pretty fast, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I mean, I was sad when I knew. I was like, oh, this is the end of the 3rd episode. I think I have to wait a while.
The good news is 8 episodes will be out by this time.
Yeah.
In January. So
I'm a big fan of the show. I got hooked when I saw it again, kind of like Game of Thrones. Saw the first episode and I was hooked. I had to binge watch the whole thing. So if you guys haven't seen episode or season 1 yet, go back, watch season 1, then watch the first 2 episodes of season 2. It's a fantastic show, and it's well acted, and it's well produced. And I mean, I didn't read the books, so I don't know how true to form it is for the books, but I think it tells a great story.
You guys gotta do me a favor. We gotta try one of these like viral campaigns one of these times. Because you also heard us talk Tulsa King a lot. Tag the Facebook page in the comments. Just tag Tulsa King many times as we can until we get somebody, some showrunner to reach out and we will give them cigars for next season.
Just don't be like, stop fucking tagging us.
So stop tagging. And I would, yes, sir. Because at 73, I'm pretty sure you still murdered both of us
Like,
with
yes,
his
sir.
bands.
And then at Tulsa King.
And then at Tulsa. I think that would be awesome. Even if they don't use it for the show, like if there's behind the scenes on, behind the scenes on Tulsa King on their Instagram or something, he's got one of the cigars.
Mm-hmm.
I would lose my mind. Okay, as much as I love Reacher, a great movie or great show, excuse me. Tulsa King, I don't know what it is, but I think like there's not enough people talking about it. A buddy at work, she was like, I love Tulsa King. It was like the first time I got to talk to anyone about it. And she mentioned mayor of something town with Jeremy Renner, mayor of Kingstown.
Hawkeye?
Yeah, Hawkeye. 2 seasons already in. I think they stopped when he got hurt. So they put it on hold.
What happened? Like a plow or something? Or
Yeah,
tractor.
He got hit by a plow saving another dude.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Impressive guy, actual hero. But he's better now, or a lot better at least.
Obviously, he's not the real Hawkeye because the real Hawkeye took like 45 bullets and like healed up in like 2 days. So
yeah, that doesn't make any sense because he doesn't have any powers. But whatever. And in the comics, he's got that machine that like fixes your tissue.
Mm-hmm.
The movies, at least, which I thought was a really cool idea, and they never went into that anymore.
Yeah,
because that would have solved a lot of problems.
A lot of problems.
Yeah, but all right, either way. So that's another one we got to throw on the watch list. Apparently,
yeah.
Mayor of Kingstown. Yeah,
definitely get into that.
Gosh, and then I haven't finished Frasier yet.
Yeah,
I've been digging the hell out of it, and I'm keep waiting. I don't know why.
Yeah. So some quick WWE news. Yesterday, super awesome. We got the return of AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Although I'm confused on what he's gonna be, a face or a heel, because he came out to save Randy Orton, LA Knight, and then clotheslines to LA Knight at the end.
They need someone for LA Knight to feud with because Randy Orton's gonna get that final push. I think this is the last one. I think he's gonna take more of a backseat stuff. Maybe I don't think he'll ever do like a manager role. I don't think so. But he also has been doing it for so long. He doesn't need to do it anymore.
Yeah.
I think he just does because he loves it. I think what was the guy said in the airport? There's a video of him like, I still need money, brother. This is my job. He's working for that paycheck.
Yeah.
A normal guy like that.
But I am glad to see AJ Styles back. I would like to see AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor form a actual Bullet Club.
Their Bullet Club again. Because the other guys are gone, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen them for a while.
I don't know where they're at. That would be Doc, right? And Luke Gallows.
Yeah. Doc Anderson. No.
I think you're right, Anderson. Yeah, I think you're right.
So that I'd love to see.
Really? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's 3 people. That's 3 pretty big names in a very short amount of time. I might not be a big fan of Punk, but if people like it, go for it. Is Die Hard putting this on the screen? Obviously, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
I mean, they're at a Christmas party.
I don't care. I don't care that the director and Bruce Willis came out like, no, it's not a Christmas movie. We're an action movie. You're a liar movie. That's what you are, sir. Okay?
You can play multiple genres.
That one doesn't. It's straight meaning of Christmas.
What was the one that we saw by LAX? When we got delayed.
Oh, Silent Night?
Silent Night.
Or Violent Night.
Yeah, that's both a Christmas and an action movie.
I feel like it
and a comedy.
Yeah. There was some hilarity.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I feel that. I feel like John Squigliamo really pulled that one out as a bad guy with a really really weak background or backstory.
Yeah.
But he still did a great job.
But it was a good movie. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
It was fun. It was really fun for something I did not expect to be very good. That's why I want to go back and watch Thanksgiving, which was a recent horror movie.
I keep hearing some good things about it.
Same.
So.
I've heard way more positive than anything negative. Most people are like, it was okay. But the rest of them have all been, I loved it. Can't wait to watch it again.
You got anything else?
Die Hard, I would like to say though, real quick, didn't really care for the other ones. If I'm being honest, the first one was good for me. There's a chance to watch it on the big screen here in town. I think I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go watch that because I think movies should be seen on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself some physical copies and stuff too, which we talked about last time. But even makes more sense. The last movie, Leave the World Behind. Uh, the premise is a little hard to nail down, but basically there is either an attack or just undoing of the world because we don't know if it's past U.S. borders. It never
Right.
says because everyone's locked out of information. Basically, a family goes on vacation to a semi-secluded but very nice home, like Airbnb style. Julia Roberts,
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, and two kids. I don't know their names, actors, but they did fine. They did good. Um, Typical American family that almost gets run over by an oil tanker.
That was awesome.
That was a great scene. The I like that movie. Julia Roberts played. I think you're right. Yeah, I think she played the skeptical, cynic, mildly racist. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't think she. I think she just hated everybody.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that. Yeah. She did a very good job being some. I did not like her.
Yeah, she's not racist. She tried to get on with the dad.
She did a little bit, huh? She was into
hoe.
yeah. Oof. But either way, the movie had some really great moments of like, damn, if the end of the world happened, those things could.
I will say one thing though. The daughter sees a bunch of deer,
Yeah, that was.
and for a while she's the only one that sees it. There's like hundreds that surrounded the house, and she was the only one that could see them. Not like they were invisible to everybody else, but like every time everybody else would look, they'd be gone. So finally, towards the end, the daughter for the gentleman that owns the house and Julia Roberts see them, and it's like they're gonna get attacked or not. It's like I understand they were using loud noises to mess with people's heads.
Yeah.
I understand when you saw the nukes. I understand when they killed all the communications.
Yeah.
And they said they wanted to disrupt travel. I got that.
Yeah.
I didn't understand where the deer came into play.
What the hell's with the deer?
Yeah.
What the hell's with the flamingos?
The flamingos, yeah.
Okay, no, the flamingos they explained through you heard like one banter of radio, and they said that the noises that people were hearing were affecting flight migration or animal migrations. But that doesn't explain why deer would just like start stalking people.
Yeah.
The teeth falling out. Oh my god.
That was pretty cool. I mean, obviously, as soon as you went to do it, you knew it was going to happen. But I was not expecting that. So, real quick part. I think it's a side part. Kid gets bitten by, what was it, a leech or a tick or something?
Yeah.
And he pulls it off, so he thinks that's the end of it. But that's not how they work. You got to get the whole thing out. So, obviously, he gets sick because of it. And the next morning, he spits up blood. And he felt something weird in his mouth. So, he goes and he grabs a tooth, pulls it out. Pulls about 6 or 7 of these guys out.
He's just like, well, that one's fun.
I would have stopped after one.
The moment I felt it wiggle a little,
yeah,
move my hand away.
So
I've had nightmares where I'm doing that.
So he gets ill, to where they have to go to Kevin Bacon to make him better.
Which is the only way to do it. Which also made no sense to me because what medicine? Why would he know what medicine he needs? I was like, antibiotics is not a cure-all. It helps with a lot of things.
Well, sure. At that time, you're probably thinking anything will help. You know what I mean?
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Better than just sitting there.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Deers are scary. They kill more people per year than most other animals. I think
that was hippos.
Hippos kill a lot of people, but I believe the true number one killer of humans as far as animals go, household cats. All the old ladies she passed away in her home. She just was alone for so. No, the cat killed her.
I'm curious if anyone wants to look it up while you're out watching. Find out what the number one killer of humans is by animals. And see where deers rank. I'd like to know that.
And if we exclude insects, because mosquitoes is the number one killer.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that absolutely is because of
diseases. Yeah,
it's like ticks are dangerous, but usually your teeth don't fall out if they bite you. Mosquitoes get you pretty quickly. Gingivitis,
yeah,
whatever it might be. So what would you guys do if your family in this film stay home, find shelter, move elsewhere?
We were talking about that with the kids because we watched it with the family. Miguel and I have two different premises on if they were to attack California, where they would attack? You said Los Angeles and Sacramento,
I think
which
they would
is
go for
a
the
highly dense populated area in Los Angeles
yeah.
and the hub of our politics
Yeah.
in Sacramento. I, on the other hand, thought they'd hit San Diego, Wainimi, those kind of places where they have, and Lemoore, where they have larger bases.
Mm,
I don't know. I guess you're coming from a
most
different mindset than me, because I'm thinking military wise.
the most cause of death,
Yeah.
which is I guess just as terrible to think
Yeah.
about.
So yeah, that's kind of two different ways of thinking on our parts. Honestly, if like that were to happen here, um, I don't know. I would
No matter what, we have to get out of the valley.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because if it happened like in the movie, we would be trapped from the roads because there's not very many roads out of the San Joaquin Valley.
Nope. You got the 99, you got the 5, you got some small highways.
Blocked in a
You've
minute.
got the 178.
We've been trapped on those roads.
The 58.
It sucks.
Yeah. Due to fires, due to snow, been trapped on those roads. Yeah, that does suck.
Not any deer yet. The deer have not done it.
I don't know if I would take like the 58 out going towards Vegas because there's nothing but desert. Obviously we got the couple of lakes here, but then I think a lot of people would like
Go to the lake.
clamor to the lakes. Yeah. They have fresh water at least.
The problem is, no matter where, if it was Wainimi or San Diego, or if they bombed up north, any fallout's coming our way. Because what happens is everything
gets stuck here.
Everything, all the smog of California, all of it gets trapped in our valley. So if there's anything in the air, which there would be, it would come right here. We'd be covered in snow levels of ash, like just a thick layer. So we'd have to get out of Bakersfield. There's no way to stay here. Might be safer to head to LA or Sac. Bigger population equal more chaos and crime. I would try to avoid that. I would try to avoid as many people as I could, but it's really hard because California, I believe, is the most populated state.
Oh, by far.
Just lucky enough we have I think densely because we are Texas maybe. I think Texas might be just because of how big it is. We have enough room where we don't have to worry about a million people at one spot. You can worry about a couple thousand here and there at some points. So just kind of go into the national forest.
Oh wow! Sorry, guys.
We might need to get going, guys. I apologize. Mind if I close out? Yeah. All right, guys. I apologize for that. Family calls, but let me know what your plan is. Or keep it secret if you don't want to tell too many people. Either way, we love talking with you guys. We will see you Monday. Be sure to let us know what cigars you're picking for your top 10 of the year. Love to hear your opinions, and we will talk to you guys on Monday. Have a good one and stay safe out there. All right. See ya.